it all. What's up, dudes? Oh my god, I was peeking. Sorry. RIP ears if you're listening to that on... Sorry to hear that. Sorry if you were listening on your headphones. I cannot think of that word. What's up, guys? Welcome, everyone. Let me just, before I start doing the whole NintenTalk radio bullshit. Someone's calling me. Shut up. What's up, dudes? So let me just say hi to everyone in the chat. It's him. Wins that cookie. First one in the stream right here. Fat Brick, what's up, man? Robert Bear, how's it going? Jams, Crashy, my girl, Times. Forgetting. Who else am I forgetting? Gadgy, Gage. Okay, we got a full house right here. Welcome everyone. Thanks for coming out. This is NintenTalk Radio. I'm gonna give my little spiel before we actually go into it. So this is called NintenTalk Radio for a reason. You can actually call in live to the Discord chat. Today we're going to be talking all about some of the E3 leaks, and we're going to be talking about my feelings on them. Gadgy and Gage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're going to be talking all about the leaks, some of the leaks that have come up, and some of you have asked me, Pat, you're a big Star Fox fan. Why aren't you making leak videos? It's because I don't really like making leak videos. I like to report on real news. And so we're going to be talking about some of this hashtag fake news, which is probably real in a sense. We can talk about this cool t-shirt all you want, man. This is the official NintenTalk swag. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, boy. We have a bunch of designs. We do have a merch store, and I will be doing a sale pretty soon. But yes, we're going to be talking about some of these leaks. Now, I have to say this before we start, because I saw this on someone else's live stream, and I was just kind of like, what? That doesn't make sense at all. So there's... Oh, nice. Spitz, you bought one? Awesome. So there's this kind of misconception with people that are kind of like anti-leak. They're like, oh my God, like, why would you leak all this E3 information? First of all, this isn't 100% confirmed. This has just kind of been reported by these leakers and insiders. Let me know how the stream is, because it's saying it's shitty ass quality on my end, but whatever. There's this misconception where people think that YouTubers are leaking all this stuff, and if you unsubscribe from people, you won't hear all of this stuff. That's completely untrue. It's 2018 and you are on the internet. Of course you are going to hear some of these leaks and see them. Like, as soon as some of these leaks have feet, and they start, running with this, people are going to put it, like, Game Explain always posts on this, like, you can't run from leaks. It's 2018. It's E3 season. Like, it's just out there. Like, I don't know. What are you going to, like, go quiet on YouTube and Twitter for, like, a month? It's just unrealistic. So today I'm just talking about some of these E3 leaks. Before we start, like I said before, guys, exactly, JD, yeah, you're exactly right. Nintendo might have a few hands in this. Like, how is someone going to get, like, this random screenshot from, like, a Star Fox leak, or, a screenshot from, like, a Pokemon game? I don't know. It's just fishy to me, but we're going to be going over this. Like I said before, I'm like going a million miles an hour. If you guys want to join in the conversation, you guys can head over to the Discord. The link is in the description. We have some awesome people in there, and you can go into the general chat. And then I will eventually go onto the on-air chat and bring you guys in. So the on-air chat is actually locked to me, so I have to bring people in. Because last time people were like, Pat, how come I can't get in there? But I have to bring you in. So yeah, we'll be doing that soon. Also, I don't mention this enough, but in the description, there are donation links. You can either do it through Streamlabs, or you can do Super Chats. Super Chats, I will immediately get to your questions right away. So with that being said, let's start talking about some of these juicy little leaks that we've got here. More so rumors and my thoughts and feelings on these. But thank you guys so much for coming out. It means a lot. I'm going to start doing more of these just live streams where, it's just me and you talking. Dude 427, that's a good point. When I finish this stream off, I will link that, and you guys can go there. It's a project that me and my friend are doing over on his channel, where it's kind of like a vloggy type thing, but it's like comedy and it's really cool. I'll link that later. So hashtag juicy links in the chat, and let's get started. So the first quote unquote leak type rumor thing, which I think is going to happen, is the whole Star Fox Grand Prix. Now this was, let's see, where was this? Okay, so it was posted in Reddit. Like at first, it was posted in Reddit about an in-development game called Star Fox Grand Prix from Retro Studios, describing it as something like Diddy Kong Racing mixed with F-Zero, essentially, but more like F-Zero gameplay. It will have an adventure mode of some kind, think Diddy Kong Racing, and there will be some boss fights and a hub world too. So kind of, I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, like Crash Team Racing and Diddy Kong Racing, they had these weird adventure modes that somehow worked. So that's kind of what it sounds like. It's kind of interesting that they're doing the F-Zero comparisons, because I feel like a lot of people have problems with this being like a Star Fox game and not really being an F-Zero game. So I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Like F-Zero has been totally irrelevant. But it sounds awesome. And I'm not just saying this because I'm a giant Star Fox fan. Like, I'll admit, I'm a Star Fox fanboy. But let's see. An anonymous user on 4chan posted a work-in-progress game logo. A little bit more smoke and maybe a spark. I'm reading this. This is, I think this is Nintendo Life. But the interesting thing about this is Eurogamer actually commented on this. And for me, like, there's a bunch of these like E3 insiders, E3 link, like leaker type people, but I tend to believe Eurogamer a little bit more than someone like Emily Rogers. Now we'll talk about Emily Rogers in a second. We're gonna get some controversy in this stream. Emily Rogers, I feel like, is a reputable source most of the time. I think that what she's been wrong. Let's not forget this. She's been very, very wrong about some of the things that she said. So anytime Emily Rogers says something, I just don't really believe it as much as like Eurogamer. So the fact that Eurogamer is commenting on this brings it to a whole nother light. Now, there are people that are saying, Star Fox, oh my God, why would they make a racing game? This makes no sense at all. Like, and people admittingly are hating on the fact that Star Fox had a quote unquote bad game in Star Fox Zero. Now, does that mean Nintendo should completely run away from this franchise and IP just because they kind of flopped on one game? I think that would be more so a reason to go back to Star Fox and try to make a better game. The big thing that I really like about this is that the people that are supposedly making this, and that is Retro Studios. Retro Studios, I would trust with anything, especially working on a dying franchise or something that is dying or considered dead by many fans. Star Fox is not dead by any means, but I would trust Retro Studios to make or revive a franchise over any other developer. Now, let me just list some of the games that Retro has worked on, because I think that's an important part. So first of all, they made a little series. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but the Metroid Prime trilogy. And again, this is a good comparison because I remember when Metroid was first like rumored and stuff like that, people were flipping out. People were flipping out between, over the fact that, oh my God, Metroid is going to be a first-person shooter game. This is going to be crazy. What are you doing, Retro? But I completely trust Retro. Even hardcore Metroid fans, I got that one out, are really big fans of Metroid Prime. And that was doing something completely different with the franchise. Retro has also worked on Mario Kart 7, which I'm not a big 3DS fan, but when 3DS was big at the time, that was one of my favorite Mario Kart games. So Mario Kart 7 is a fantastic game. And oh, by the way, the Donkey Kong Country games, the one on the Wii returns, and Tropical Freeze on the Wii U. So in terms of game developers, Retro Studios is kind of a no-brainer. And I completely completely trust Retro to make this game great and to kind of revive first time caller, long time fan. But I trust Retro probably more than anyone else to resurrect this dead franchise. So that is kind of something that people are freaking out over. Now, I will say this. If you guys think that Retro has been working on a Star Fox racing game for the past 4 or 5 years, sorry, man. They're working on other things. They have to be working on other things. I don't think that it's just going to be this Star Fox project. They might even have a hand in the Metroid game. They might even have a hand in Donkey Kong. Nicole Sullivan, what is up? That's my boo thing in the chat. She's supposed to be doing like a final or something like that. Whatever. I don't know. But she got me all hot and bothered over here. But I don't know. I really like this rumor, and it doesn't really seem that far off because Star Fox is an on-the-rail game as it is, so it wouldn't be that hard of a transition to make Star Fox into into a racing game because it's on the rails already. You literally add laps into it. The other part oh, Robert. The other part is like I feel like a Star Fox racing game is a lot like more interesting to me than an F-Zero game because you can have like combat and stuff like that. I think the characters are a little bit better in Star Fox, and the fact that F-Zero is kind of a dead franchise, not kind of, it is a dead franchise because there are plenty other games like it. Like if you're one of those people who are like screaming for an F-Zero game, why don't you pick up Fast RMX or Fast Racing RMX? Sure, it doesn't have like memorable characters like Captain Falcon or something like that. I think it's good. I think it's a good rumor. So I will open the floodgates here. I am on the on-air chat in Discord. If you guys want to join Discord, the link is in the description. So guys, just go over to general voice chat and I will bring you guys in to talk about Star Fox because change my mind that this is a bad idea. And right away we have jams in the chat. Let's read some of the chat. Crashy says, to be honest, I still have hope that Luigi's Mansion for DS was a joke. I wish so much for it to be real because I'm salty about it. Yes. I don't really get that. I don't really get the fact that you would make a Luigi's Mansion game. That's my biggest problem with it because you put out Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and then you go back to the first Luigi's Mansion game. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Jams, I'm bringing you in. Guys, if you want to join, go in the Discord. But let's see what Jamsy has to say.
Hi. First time caller, long time listener.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much, dude. I'm excited to talk about Star Fox right now.
Hell yeah. So Jams, what do you think about all this? And because you're a big Star Fox fan.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about? I'm kind of in ranty mode. I'm kind of like defensive right now, but I know you like Star Fox. Do you think this is a good idea for the franchise? We talked a little bit about this on your podcast.
Yeah. I think, like I said before, I think that they should probably put out I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. A Star Fox game that's more familiar with like that.
Like a traditional.
Yes, thank you. Traditional. That's the word. Like a traditional Star Fox game before they release something like this, and get people's what's the word I'm looking for now?
Like
great. You made me lose my everything.
You think people are more interested in like a traditional Star Fox game?
Well, I just think that they're just upset with the franchise right now, like a majority of the people.
Yeah.
And like they already took like a super long hiatus before Zero. I think the one before that was Command. Yeah. The DS. So like yeah. Yeah, I am.
Why are you so nervous? He's so nervous.
I don't know.
He gets on the air and he's just he cracks.
I just don't know, man.
That's another thing that people are saying. It's like, why don't you just make a traditional Star Fox game? I will say this, like, I feel like a racing game is a really safe option for a franchise. Like, I actually like Mario Kart better than traditional Mario at this point. Like it's just more enjoyable for me.
Excuse me.
You put Star Fox in a racing setting, it's like, hold up. I think it's safer, and it kind of brings Star Fox into a more positive light. Like, oh, remember that Star Fox Grand Prix? Like that was a pretty cool game, and now like we get a traditional Star Fox game. But I can see your point.
Yeah, totally though. As long as they let me play as Wolf, I'm down. I'm so down. I'm ready.
So how do you think? Because let me refer back to this. They say, oh yeah, they say it will kind of be a blend between F-Zero and Diddy Kong Racing.
The weirdest thing that they could possibly do.
How do you think that that's going to work out? Like, what F-Zero elements do you think this is going to be? Kind of like a faster pace?
Gosh, I mean, that's just like, it's a weird thing to think about.
Yep.
Honestly, like, I don't know how they would do it. I mean, it could be like open world, like racing game, like those Need for Speed, whatever.
Yep.
I don't know. I don't even know. There's open world racing games, right? Like Car Club or whatever that.
Oh yeah, there was
whatever that
Car Club. Yo, James is like on another level of nervous right now. Jesus Christ. Hello, caller. How nervous are you? No, there is a good example is there's a Need for Speed game on Wii U.
That's
where it's kind of like open world and you drive to like all these different races, which is kind of like what they did
Need
back
for
when
Speed Most Wanted You.
Yes. A terrible game to me. Yeah, I think this is Robert Bear. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, buddy? You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say about it. I think with the whole Star Fox, just everything that they've done with it in the last few games,
okay,
it seems that it needs a switch up. As in, I don't know if on-rail shooters are the thing that people want right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how much it's going to work. I think Nintendo, if they were smart, bring back Kid Icarus as our on-rail shooter, and I think we'd all be cool with that. And also, I don't know, the fact that we don't have Rare in our corner as much anymore, if they could actually make this like almost like a Diddy Kong type style, I don't know. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, like there are other like on the rail things like Sin and Punishment was one of my favorite games on the Wii. That's why I like the Wii so much because there's a lot of on the rails things. Oh, yeah. Everyone, go to Rule of Two Reviews channel right now. Hit him up, man. Good guy over there.
Oh, yeah, Rob's the man.
But I don't know, man. I like the idea of this. It seems more interesting than a F-Zero game to me because, like I just said before, like there's other games like Fast RMX, dude, is such a good game, such an underrated game, and it has all the elements of a good like F-Zero game. So why not? Why not give this to Retro and be like, dude, create this big thing out of it? And all these details that are apparently being leaked, they don't sound that bad, man. Like Diddy Kong Racing was a great game.
Yep. You know what? If they could nail that type of vibe that Rare brought to Diddy Kong, my God. Okay, so you know how they got that Sonic Transformed, right?
Yep.
That's a great game, and that's kind of, I think, the style they're going to go for.
Amazing game.
Yeah, and just imagine if Sega did that with that game, what could Retro do with this? I think they could really give us a great Diddy Kong, Diddy Kong Light type of experience.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that I thought of, which I think would be an awesome idea, especially in the vein of Star Fox, is in Diddy Kong Racing, you had, and we talked about this on your podcast, Jams.
Yes.
Diddy Kong Racing had different styles of racing. So you had the planes, you had a cart, also like a submarine, I think it was, or like some kind of hovercraft or whatever. Now, Star Fox, bear with me, guys. Star Fox has the chicken walker, they have the R-Wing, and they have the tank. I'm blanking right now. So
and the Blue Marine.
Exactly. So I don't know, man. Maybe that's what they take from Diddy Kong, and I think that would be super cool. Fast-paced, maybe some kind of combat. What do you think about Retro being behind this? Do you think that this is a good project for them to be doing?
Yeah, they're a great studio. If anybody could do it, I think they could do it.
Mm-hmm.
The only question I have is,
what's up?
How would they do this with? Okay, so obviously Star Fox is mostly flying in space. There's some ground action, but when they say Diddy Kong style, you'd have to have water in there. How are you going to have water in space? I don't think they could pull that one off.
They've been on water planets before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For some reason,
they have a
life on that.
Yeah, in Star Fox 64, there's the submarine sections.
Damn, you're right.
And like it's just one planet, I'm pretty sure, just one.
Yeah,
and it's probably on the hard path.
Yeah, that's right. And then even in the newest Wii U, like there's water and like Corneria, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see like how much they rely on like different landscapes. And, I think there's big potential to kind of switch up the gameplay with the different vehicles. And like, imagine like if us three were racing and Jams wanted to be the Walker and you and I wanted to be like the R-Wing. I think that would be like so unique.
I'd lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you never know.
Those little legs are going to have to pump really fast to keep up.
But I think when they say Diddy Kong and when they make comparisons to Diddy Kong, I think that it's mostly in the vein of like that single player, like driving around to the different races. And, they'll probably put a story in there. Probably like retail Star Fox 64 again, but damn, dude, I hope that they really like step up and make a new one.
You know what? They have a great character selection too. They have a bunch of people they could put in there.
Yeah,
like it's you always think of the regulars like Falco and Slippy and all that and Peppy, but there's a good 10, 12 characters that they've introduced.
Bill
and
Gray.
then you got Andros that you could throw in there as like the main boss again. It'd be great.
Dude, yeah. That's another thing. Like comparing Star Fox to F-Zero, like I love F-Zero on the GameCube and N64, and they do have like some good characters like knockoff Batman and stuff like that. But like Star Fox has a great character list that I think would fit perfectly. And the people that are saying like Star Fox Racing, like what? This is like an on the rails game. It's essentially a racing game without laps. Like, I don't know. I don't get people say that. Let's see what else we can see on here. Okay, yeah. Let's talk about this so we have the Star Fox leak and it looks like this looks like it's happening, which I'm like beyond stoked. I love Star Fox.
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you guys think in terms of Retro Studios? You think they have to be working on something else?
Yeah, I don't think you could work on one game that long because do you have any idea of how many employees they have? Because something has to pay the bills. You can't go that long with one game.
They're pretty big. They're pretty big.
Yeah, there has to be something else. I don't know what it could be, but
I think it's just Nintendo lets them do stuff because they know that they can make really good games. So Nintendo just keeps throwing money at them.
Hey, Retro, just go work on a bunch of stuff. But I think it makes sense, man, because like I wouldn't say it was a Donkey Kong, like, the franchise was in trouble, but it was definitely like when they started making the country games, like that was a good revival of the franchise. So it makes sense to me. But people in the chat, if you want to join in the conversation, you can just go on the Discord. Link is in the description. Go on general voice chat and I'll bring you over. James, what's that?
Oh, my bad. No, I was going to say, you're right about the Nintendo just throwing money at them because we all know how much Miyamoto loves Star Fox. He's probably taking the money out of his own account to fund this thing.
That is completely because like Miyamoto loves this character. He absolutely loves. He will make games until literally no one buys this. So me and Jams will be like buying every game.
I will. I'll buy everything full price.
So James, what games do you think they're working on? You think another DK game? The only reason why I say DK is because I was just looking on Twitter. The new Tropical Freeze Switch port outsold Wii U in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. That franchise is always going to sell, and I think everybody complains about that being possible, but I don't care, dude. Those games are some of the best platformers ever. Tropical Freeze is hard. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to find out how good at platformers you are, play that game and you'll find out real quick.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
I found out I'm terrible.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
dude, even with the funky mode or whatever, like, dude, that game is still no joke.
Yeah.
I'm hesitant to pick it up though. I don't. That's
Yeah,
another conversation. I just don't think that it's worth like the extra like 60 again.
No.
Like I just don't.
No.
I don't see
I
it.
bought it twice for my Wii U. It's a weird story, but I don't think I can buy it again until it hits, I don't know, $40, something around there.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
And it will drop. It will drop,
Yeah.
guys. Even
Yeah.
I mean, Hyrule Warriors, I think I'm gonna pick up just because I never played it, and all the content that they're adding, it's crazy. There's like lists out there.
Yeah.
What's up, Bad Bit Games, guys? You should check him out too. Great. I mean, he likes PlayStation, so get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Mr. Badbit, yes. Wait, you said Badbit's on, right?
Bad Bit, yep.
Oh yeah, how's he? Badbit, have you talked to Bobby lately?
Oh man.
I want him to come back. I miss Bobby.
Oh, Bobby's back, man. He's been showing me a lot of inside information that I cannot share, or else he'll probably find me and
my god,
and kill me.
Our community is definitely missing Bobby right now. Shout out to Bobby, man.
Oh, he'll be back. How do you guys feel about the name? This to me sounds like a placeholder name. Grand Prix. That sounds just so goddamn generic.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be the name at all.
The logo looks not good. It looks like slapped together in Photoshop in 2 seconds.
Yeah,
literally. And that they have there's no foxtail on the end of the X. Like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I don't think it's done. And kind of, I wouldn't say the last thing, but you guys think that we're gonna see this at E3? Is this gonna happen?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There's too many people saying it. I don't know if you guys watch Go Nintendo, his podcast.
Yep.
But he had mentioned that someone told him about this game like 2 or 3 months ago, and he didn't want to report on it because he didn't want to be the first one to do it. But that's weird that somebody told him about it that long ago, and now all of a sudden everybody's coming out of the woodwork with it.
Before the logo appeared on Reddit, there was someone posted it on Reddit on April 1st, and everyone thought it was like, haha, you're so funny.
Yeah, dude, a lot of these are like appeared like April 1st, so it's kind of like, is this real?
Yeah.
But overall, I think that this is a great idea, and the biggest thing that I think is a small thing, but it's a new game. Like, we want new Nintendo games, and like the people that I feel like are complaining about this are the same people that are complaining, oh, we're getting too many ports, too many indies. Like, this is a new game. Like, it's from Retro Studios. It's going to be like a good game. Like, I don't know.
The whole port discussion, you can sum it up in one sentence, and that's pretty much, they're selling better now than they ever did on the Wii U. Clearly, people that never played these games are interested. Let them have their chance to buy these games. Nintendo probably, I'm not going to say they lost money. They still sold well.
Yeah.
But these are games, I mean, the Wii U had some of the greatest games in the last 10 years, I think. And I think those games deserve to come over.
Yeah. I have this thing about ports. I love / hate the ports. I want people to play all these games, but I don't want Nintendo to act like these are like brand new games.
Right. Yeah.
We have a big Star Fox fan in general chat. This is Mr. Dave. Dave, you're on the air. What's up, man? Dave. All right. He'll probably talk when he wants to. Just let me know if you want to talk, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Everyone's so nervous. Everyone is so nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Another leak before we get into Pokemon, because I feel like Pokemon is like the grand finale here.
Come on, Pokemon, let's go already. No, I'm kidding.
No, this one is interesting. So this post or picture, I saw this on Twitter. I don't know if you guys know, Player Essence retweeted this, and it is apparently the E3 showroom. It says E3 showroom instructions, internal use only. I'm really curious to see people comments in the chat and you guys as well. I'm just gonna run through this whole thing. Apparently,
wait, where is this? I'm sorry.
I saw Player Essence retweet this like a few days ago, and this essentially is the E3 breakdown. So it starts like this. It starts with an intro / trailer, which shows Dragon Ball Fighter Z FIFA 2019, NBA 2K19, Crash Bandicoot, Octopath, and Wolfenstein 2. So all of that is pretty safe. I feel like that's kind of safe.
That's definitely safe.
And that would be like the opening montage where it's like, welcome to the Nintendo, like something like that. And then the first thing that this leak is saying is that they're going to show Super Smash Bros. For Switch with a trailer / software demo / tournament. What do you guys think about Smash Bros. Being the first thing that they show?
You know what?
I would,
that's tough.
Because that's the only thing that we know that's definitive. That's gonna be there, right? I mean,
I think they're gonna end the show with maybe not end it, but like second to last. I think everybody's gonna say, "Oh, it makes sense that that Smash Brothers is the last thing they show," and then they'll surprise you with one more thing at the end.
Yeah, no, I agree on that. It's kind of weird. The next thing that they say, and this is probably the most unlikely one, and this is where I kind of lost it right here. Punch-Out becoming the champion. Trailer with a software demo. I'm not going to give these too much time. Metroid Prime Renegade will be after that, followed by Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, Fire Emblem Memories, Fallout 3 Anniversary, which I think could happen. Yoshi's Flipping Island, which I think in Japan translates to Yoshi's Fucking Island.
Yeah.
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, which we'll get to in a little bit. F-Zero SX, Fortnite, and Star Fox Lilat system. That's all fake news, but I thought it was funny enough to bring on.
Wow.
I don't know why you would bring up an F-Zero game and a Star Fox game in the same. Apparently, a Star Fox racing game.
That just sounds too much of the dream for the typical Nintendo fan, and that's pandering to this fake league. I don't know. I don't believe this at all. They were so safe for so many of them, and then I think they really messed up by that last part about F-Zero.
Yeah.
It just seems too much to be a dream come true. I don't know.
And I don't think it's going to be called Metroid Prime Renegade. It sounds so stupid.
No,
but I do think it's going to be Yoshi's Flipping nutsack.
Yoshi's Fucking Island.
I think that
Yoshi's Fucking Island.
My prediction for how they're going to start this off, I think that Fortnite is going to be the first thing. Like, start it off with a bang. Fortnite, if you don't come to the Nintendo Switch,
that'd be huge.
Yeah, yep. Dude, like they need to do that. Apparently, Badbit has an inside scoop.
Ooh,
Crashy, I am reading the chat. I'm trying to read the chat and read off this big, like, quote unquote leak. We have Gadgy also in general voice chat. I'll bring you over in a second, man. The thing that I kind of this just screams fake, because why would you bring over a Punch-Out game when they're still kind of supporting ARMS? It just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of the same IPs in here. Let's bring
Punch
over
Out King Hippo's Revenge. Yep, that's what it's gonna be called.
Gadgy, what's up, man?
Hey. Not much.
Hey.
Gadgy12, another great YouTuber. What do you think about the whole Star Fox thing? We'll get into Pokemon real quick, because I know that's you love Pokemon.
Yeah.
But how do you think about the Star Fox?
So, this is the kind of a rumor I haven't paid too much attention to, but I'm still aware of the thing that's going on about it. So I'm a little confused about the whole Diddy Kong racing thing. That sounds outlandish. That sounds completely fake to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can absolutely believe that there is a Star Fox racing game in the works. And Retro Studios, I think they can do a great job. People are probably salty about this because they're not working on Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
And I'm personally happy that Retro Studios are not working on Metroid Prime 4, because I think that's just a boat that has sailed. That's just not their focus in terms of game development.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's their passion anymore.
Yeah.
And I think that's left better to go with the new developers of Nintendo. I think they can do a better job with Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I mean, Retro has made a good foundation. It's kind of like foolproof at this point. This is how you make this is how you make 3 good Metroid games. So I feel like giving this over to, who is it, Bandai? or who was confirmed for it?
For who?
For Metroid?
I don't think
It's
anyone.
just Nintendo. Yeah.
No, it is Bandai Namco.
They
Isn't it?
confirmed.
I've
I thought
never
I didn't
heard.
know. I didn't think it was confirmed.
Oh
No,
God,
that
one of us
was
should
a
know.
Smash Bros. That was a Smash Bros. Rumor, wasn't it?
I also heard Bandai Namco.
I mean, it's pretty
no,
much
it said
confirmed
rumors.
I could have swore I just heard OJ say it because I was just watching his podcast before I came over.
Yeah,
I
Yeah, I
really
mean-
doubt that.
It was definitely. All I know is that it's rumored by Bandai Namco. I think they're Singapore studio or something.
Bandai is involved with Dark Souls, right?
yeah, I think that is, yeah. But do you? So you don't agree with the Star Fox? Them doing it?
I mean, I agree. Like, it's actually absolutely like a high possibility that it'll happen. Just the whole bringing elements from Diddy Kong Racing, I really don't believe.
Yeah.
Like, if Diddy Kong Racing is going to happen, it's going to be Diddy Kong Racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
I
more
wish.
so they were saying it's kind of going to be like a combination of it, and we were just talking before, like I think that means that it will have some kind of single player element to it. Like it won't just be like, hey guys, let's go online and race. I think that it will be like some kind of like driving to a destination, racing with some kind of story in it. That's kind of what I picked up on.
Yeah, maybe.
And
Are you-
dog fights?
Dude,
Let me ask you guys something real quick.
what's up?
If this Star Fox game is real, do you think you'd rather it be more of a realistic look like we got on the Wii U, or would you want it to almost be like more of a toony Diddy Kong look? I think that would be actually really cool.
So
If it was more like toony-ish.
there was someone who was reporting on this leak, and apparently someone said that they've seen the game and it is the best looking game on the Switch. That's what
Whoa,
that's what they said.
pretty, that's pretty crazy because, I mean, you have games like Mario Odyssey, which are just
Yeah,
gorgeous.
it's a bold statement. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And I don't know, guys, if you play more so the space levels in the Wii U, like I know we're bringing up Zero now, but if you play the space levels in the Wii U, those are really, really good for being like a Wii U game. Like I was playing it and I was like, damn, like this looks really good. So I don't know, maybe the emphasis is space. They seem to make space like look really good in those games. So but yeah, I thought that was pretty bold.
Well, we don't have to wait too long to find out, I guess.
I'm just seeing this list of leaks for Nintendo's show. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
It's too good.
Oh, the
Fire
one that I
Emblem
was reading?
Memories? Oh, that sounds like an awful title.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
Metroid Prime Renegade.
Renegade.
It sounds like it has no origin. Yeah, what the fuck, Renegade?
Yeah,
Shin
even
Megami Tensei Spicy Doritos.
even this like Grand Prix, like I'm not buying that. That's the name.
No,
Whatever.
not at all.
So now let's go into some more spicy stuff, more spicy things.
Spicy Doritos.
We are going to be talking about these Pokemon leaks, and oh man, I'm gonna have to have some help on this one, but I'll read out what I have so far. Apparently, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee is the new leaks. Now, I'll read some of this. Let's see. So the details appear to have leaked on 4chan, with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee editions of the game apparently set for launch this autumn. Nintendo insider Emily Rogers, good old Emily Rogers, cited the success.
50-50.
Yeah.
50% wrong, 50% right every time.
Very, very true. Cited the success of Pokemon Go, saying that the app has had a significant effect on the path of the series. Oh man, I can already hear Gadgy like blood boiling over there. Rogers also said that there would be a Pokemon Switch announcement before the end of the month. So
Yeah, I can believe that.
she's basically saying that this won't be in the E3 presentation. As we wait for the announcement on the upcoming Pokemon title, which will be revealed before the end of the month, I think about what Pokemon Go might mean to the future of the Pokemon series. I suspect that the naming/branding for this year's Pokemon Switch title might raise a few eyebrows. So based on her leak, it could be shown at E3. We'll get into details in just a second, but I have to ask you guys, what the hell is going on with Pokemon? What do you think about this? I'll start with Gadgy.
Okay. When I first heard this, I was really like, like I don't. I was a bit speechless. I'm like, is this for real right now? Is this really what they're planning? And then as the days go by and until now, I'm kind of excited if this is actually true. Because regardless, I mean, but the Pokemon Company Game Freak can pretty much shit out anything and I'll love it.
Yeah.
And as ridiculous as the name is, it's a yellow remake and I'll still be excited for it.
Oh,
I mean, I would prefer red and blue remake, but like, there's not that much of a difference. So
Yeah.
it's absolutely possible to get revealed this month.
Oh, definitely.
They never go for the E3 reveal. And it kind of pisses me off at the same time.
Yeah, they could take E3 with that announcement.
Yeah,
Pokemon is just like, Nintendo, I know we're kind of like bros, but like we want to make our own announcements and like do our own thing.
They could really fuck us up and wait till after E3 when we're all like, no, it's not gonna happen. That would be really messed up.
I think it might be sooner than all of us expect. I mean, most of the details are like out right now. Jams, what do you think? Because the big thing in this is they're going apparently back to Generation 1. So what do you think about this?
Well, just like Gadget, at first I was like, well, I don't really like Pokemon Go, so like hearing that it has integration with it, and I also I don't know, this is probably not true, but I heard that you catch Pokemon Go style, and I was like, oh my god, it's fucking stupid. I was like actually pissed. I was like, this is stupid, because I didn't really like Sun and Moon all too much, and X and Y I didn't really like too much either. Like it's been a steady decline. I still played the shit out of them, but
yeah.
And I just think that they need to do something to forward the series. I do love the fact that it's a yellow remake because that's amazing. But I'm gonna keep my reservations for now.
Yeah, Robert, what do you think about this, man?
I don't know. I have a lot of questions. Like when they're saying this is a remake going back to Kanto, you know, will it be the original 150? Will it be the 800? I don't know. I did hear something about Pokemon following coming back. You know, where they walk behind you. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was. Let's try Dave one more time. Dave's a big Pokemon fan here. Dave, you little bastard. I'm trying to unmute this dude. Mr. Dave. I don't know what's up with Dave. Dave might start talking at any minute. The thing that I want to say about this is there's been a lot of controversy over the name itself. Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. There's a lot of people that are like, why would you put Eevee into this game? So in Japan, Eevee is like their Pikachu. Yeah, like they love Eevee. Dave, what's up, man?
Doing.
So Dave, have you heard about these Pokemon leaks?
A little bit about it.
Yep. So what do you think about them going back to Gen 1? You think this is a smart move?
In my opinion, it's my favorite gen, so I don't see why not. It's back when life was simple, so why not?
So there's one thing about all these leaks. The Let's Go part, I think that's the only important thing about the title. The Go part.
That's just a Japan title, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's true. But the thing that I'm kind of concerned about is like what Miss Reliable Emily Rogers said is they're basing the success of Pokemon Go and trying to integrate it into this game. First of all, I don't know how you're going to do that. And second of all, I am an avid or was an avid Pokemon Go player. Like me and Dave both go out tons. But I think that we even see a giant decline of Pokemon Go. So it's kind of like this would have been a good idea maybe like a year ago or like 2 years ago when it was big. But I don't see. Do you guys see any way that they like how would they even integrate Pokemon Go into this?
The only thing that would be cool, the only way I could see it being okay where people wouldn't get really angry is bringing over the Pokemon you've caught. Anything else would be. Yeah. I think that would really anger people. What are they going to do? Make it like. When they say Pokemon Go, I'm thinking of buying Pokeballs. Like I have no idea what they're talking about with it.
Yeah, I think it's like a vague thing. Like they're not going to integrate like the main gameplay of Pokemon Go. I think it's going to be more of like a social type of thing. Yeah, where they just want people walking around and stuff. but
Yeah.
they're going to keep it fairly traditional, I believe.
Yeah, I just want to sit on my couch.
Dude, same. But it's an interesting thing because like the Switch doesn't have a camera, it doesn't have a step counter. Like
Right.
there's only so much you can do. Like what are they going to update Pokemon Go to like give you codes to like transfer your Pokemon in? And even if they do that, it's like we have like legendary Pokemon and like Charizards and stuff like that. I'm not even going to want to do that. I feel like that's kind of like cheap, like game breaking.
Yeah.
If they brought anything Pokemon Go integrated into this, I think it would be so bare bones compared to what they already have in place. It's such a boring system in a way. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know. It would just be I think that's a fake rumor, but we'll find out, I guess.
You think this whole thing is fake?
No, not the whole thing, just the Pokemon Go part.
Oh, okay. Cerebi took
just-
this
I
whole
don't see
rumor
it.
off?
Oh,
What?
I don't see it on their news page.
Ooh.
Oh.
Because, yeah, Cerebi, they absolutely never do leaks.
Yeah.
And they actually reported this on their website.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because Cerebi posted it,
hold
Bulbapedia posted it. Like these are like for big time Pokemon fans, like these are like the websites to go to. The fact that they posted these links like crazy. Dave,
Yo.
what do you think about the whole Pokemon Go integration thing? Like how could they do this?
Niantic has their head up their ass if they can think they can do that. I mean, Pogo has enough problems as it is. I love Pokemon Go, and it's easy to play. It's fun. Blah blah blah. You can do it really well when you're stoned. But beyond that, you know, why would they try to integrate another game into this when they already have so many problems with their own servers already? You know, don't bite off more than you can chew, which they've already done. You know.
Yeah. I want to go with Jams. Do you think this is going to be... This doesn't sound like a mainline title. Now, I'm kind of contradicting myself because I just said, don't pay attention to the names, but this doesn't sound like a traditional name. Do you think this is going to be like traditional Pokemon? Or do you think it's going to be... Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Because it kind of sounds like something like Pokemon Dungeon or something.
It sounds like Hey You Pikachu from the N64.
Yes.
It does.
Yes, it does.
I mean, everything's pointing to it being the game.
It matches up with that leak image. Did you see that Lapras image?
Yeah. So there is a
There's
image.
a trainer on the Lapras, and there's an Eevee on top of the trainer's head.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's also oh my god, I can't think of his name. He posted the picture on Twitter. He posted a picture of Twitter and it has Pikachu and Eevee. And it also has a like Pikachu dressed in a Luigi costume. Like, let's go, Pikachu.
Okay.
And then it also
have my
he's,
interest.
he's also holding a Pokeball in the same angle that the apparent leaked logo is. So like there's a lot of speculation on that. We have Crashy in the chat. Crashy wants to say something. She's gonna rip us apart. What's up, Crashy?
Yeah,
Rip apart is a little bit a weird thing to say.
She's like, calm down, bro.
No, the thing is, I think going to Pokemon Go is a weird thing to do. Like they have all this stuff that they did on the DS. Now even with the Detective Pikachu thing going on,
Yep.
it's just weird to me to bring something like a mixture of Pokemon Go. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. So just a little disclaimer here. On this channel, we pretend that Detective Pikachu just didn't exist.
Wait. What is What's that?
Detective Pikachu. It's
I don't know what that is. I have no
It's
idea.
It's a DS game.
Yeah, it's a 3DS game where people like you control like Pikachu and he's a detective. He smokes like 2 packs a day. It's really weird.
His voice is
And you
so
can
deep.
spend $30 on a goddamn amiibo.
Yeah, how's that working out, man?
I don't know. It's still in the case. I don't know.
Oh man. So the other debate with people is why the hell are you going back to Gen 1? And I'm really glad that they're not doing a new gen. I feel like we're just flooded with Pokemon. I'm kind of upset that they're not going with the newest gen, Sun and Moon, with the whole like Stars rumor was big last year. I will go with
true.
Yeah, dude. And so I don't know, Gadgy, what do you think about the whole Gen 1 thing? Do you think it's smart?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, it's first of all, it's like it's straight up nostalgia. So that's what brought people back to Pokemon Go. Straight up nostalgia.
Right.
You're absolutely
Not
right.
only, I mean, they brought new players, of course, but
Yeah.
there's new players. Like, yeah, it's gonna grab people's attention more. It's gonna sell more Switch units and that. And yeah, overall, just a better business decision and probably what the fans want the most.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Besides Diamond and Pearl.
Like I was playing Sun and Moon, and I was like, damn, like this looks like a console game, and I really thought that it was going to be ported at some point. But we have someone in the chat, Bammer Dave, who does not have a Switch, and yeah, let's do those gasps.
For shame.
Hang on. I just want to point out that all the gifts that I publicly give Pat and he can't buy me a fucking Switch, really?
We're gonna get you a Switch.
Wow,
We're gonna get you a
Pat,
Switch.
Come on.
But all these people like Dave who don't have a Switch yet, who are giant Pokemon fans, you're like, when this comes out, Dave's gonna be like first in line, like to fucking get a Switch, or I'm gonna get you a Switch, just like whatever, surprise you with a Switch.
So you've said that,
It's
buddy.
going to sell so many units. It's going to sell a ridiculous amount of
It's gonna be
Switches.
crazy.
Yeah, I don't think there is quite a franchise like Pokemon that could, like, I feel like when this Pokemon game comes out, that's a guaranteed 10 million Switches. No exaggeration. Like,
Absolutely.
the only thing really keeping the 3DS alive right now is Pokemon. So it's like, and that would also be like a
You
clear.
ain't lying, but you ain't truthing either.
That'd be like a clear indication, like, hey, the 3DS is finally dead. We'll have a live stream like funeral for that, but yeah, that would be like the final.
It's never going to happen.
Jams, the 3DS is going, man. It's time.
No, it's
It
not.
has to. It has
It's
to.
already
As much as I want it to go, they're just going to keep fucking...
It has to. It has to force these people to buy new Switches.
Yeah.
They have to do it.
I mean, you have a handheld. Like, you have your handheld of the future. Every single game is being ported to it, so...
But then, on the other hand, I'm still there thinking, if they're gonna only go to the Switch, then they basically get rid of the... Like, before they always had a console and, like... You know what I mean?
No, I oddly
No,
know
I
what you
know
mean.
They always had a console and a handheld,
Right.
which made people buy both systems.
Yeah.
Everybody had like a Wii and the DS because you kind of just wanted both. You wanted games for both.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
people had multiple
when-
of those systems.
Yeah, and when you get rid of the DS and you only have the Switch, what's gonna happen?
Well,
I don't know. They when they merged. I'm sorry, buddy. When they merged the handheld and console divisions, I really expected. I'm very happy with the Switch. Don't get me wrong, but I expected almost like all the games that we would have seen on the 3DS and stuff just automatically coming over, and it hasn't happened yet.
It's starting to
so
happen, I think.
I hope so, because there's a lot of great franchises that the Switch could really take advantage of, like if they had a Bravely Third come out or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, you're starting to see it though. You're starting to see, like, with these Pokemon rumors and that sushi game that's like releasing on both 3DS. So like, it's slowly starting to happen. But I'll throw it back to you, Crashy. I like this kind of debate thing. Like, I like it. So
Pat's a
Nintendo.
master debater, you know what I mean?
And this is why we don't let
my
Dave on
God.
air. I love you. No. So okay, here's what you do, Nintendo. You listening? Okay. So
Yes, I am.
you package a Switch without the dock, without even the power cord, and you have a Switch with just the Joy-Cons, and you package it for $199.99, and then you can
Scandalous. I like it.
you
Evil.
easily get.
No power cord? Are you a monster?
They love doing that. They love doing that.
Evil.
So then you.
Why not just do the Switch Mini?
Yeah, but they still want
I
those
might not even
Joy-Con
any
sales.
Joy-Cons either.
I also don't get the Switch. I don't get that. If you have a Switch, why would you get a Switch Mini? You know?
Well, it's for the people that haven't gotten one yet. People that want a smaller thing that they can
broke
keep in
people.
one pocket without worrying about it. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
the,
but-
maybe the
Pat knows
controllers
a lot
don't
about
come
small
out.
things too.
That's right.
Yeah,
I don't know what that
Sorry, I'm
meant,
sorry.
that still wouldn't get rid of the problem, you know? Like, a real Nintendo fan buys several consoles, if you already have a Switch, you don't see the appeal to the Switch Mini.
No, yeah, you're right.
I already
You're
have one.
Yeah. But then again, it's like you have the 3DS XL, but then like the 2DS like slate like tablet thing comes out, and it's just like people always want like a cheaper like option. Like at work, there's this lady who wanted to buy, was asking me like, oh, should I buy the Switch for my kid? And of course, like I'm gonna say yes, but she ended up buying the 2DS because it's a cheaper option, it's more durable. So maybe they release just a normal Switch, like Switch Mini. I'm kind of like not so hot on anymore. But you release a Switch with just the Joy-Con, no dock, because I know that there's a lot of people, and I'm sure there's some people in the chat that play like solely handheld, and I feel like people would eat that up.
Yeah.
And you could offer it like $100 cheaper, bada bing.
Yeah, I agree. That would be, because then at least if you have a family of, you're right, like if you have a family of 3 kids and they all want to Switch, the parent is not going to spend $900. So if you could bring it down to 150 or something, 200, maybe, I don't know, maybe you get it to happen. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but I agree. I mean, I do think that the 3DS and the Switch can coexist. Like they've obviously been doing it, but there comes to a point where it's like, why don't we get like the 2D Zelda, like top-down Zelda team, like working on a Switch game? And it's just like, it's kind of frustrating to see great projects in my eyes, like Samus Returns and like even Hey Pikmin. I know something that's kind of like controversial there, but like, what if those games were on the Switch? What's up?
Yeah,
that'd be glorious.
It's just like,
I'm going in on.
What?
that's kind of what I meant though. Is like, those are the types of games I want to see. Like whenever Oasis was announced,
yeah,
I kind of wish they saved that for the Switch. I don't care if it looks like a 3DS game. I would just love if we had one dedicated system for everything. Like when Luigi's Mansion remake was announced. God, that killed me.
Yes.
Yeah. What the
yes.
fuck is that, man?
I am so pissed about that. I'm so angry.
Yep.
And it's just a shittier version as well. Like,
yeah,
why would I want to get it?
I don't get that one, and I also don't get the top 100 Mario Party. Like, what are you doing? Putting a Mario Party game on a handheld that is dying, where you could put like the Switch is all about co-op. You put this on, but whatever. We're getting off topic here.
That would have been so fun.
Dude, seriously, but I don't know. I feel like they can coexist, but at the same time, it's like you're using your resources.
I guess it's just hard to cut the cord on it. They have such an install base that they're just trying to squeak every last dime out of it. But they need to eventually make the jump if they really think they're going to get 100 million consoles shipped. It's not going to happen if you don't cut the cord eventually.
Yeah. I think I don't know. They're putting a lot of time and effort into these games, and to see like Metroid like not even reaching 1 million in sales, like it's just like, damn, dude. Before what's up?
So, consoles are evolving, and everybody is saying the DS is dying. How would you think if Nintendo would go on further with the DS, like if they would do more? What could they do that they eventually get back on track?
Like, so you're saying what they could do to make the 3DS relevant again?
Yeah,
I think the Switch is here to stay.
Imagine if they don't want to get rid of it, but they want to keep evolving, because every console is evolving. Like the DS was constantly evolving.
But isn't the Switch an evolved 3DS? Kind of. I don't know. I don't know if they want to mix anymore.
Evolved home console, really.
I mean, it's a handheld that is beautiful.
No, the 3DS is just old hardware now. Like, it's just that simple.
I think the only thing that could make the 3DS/2DS/whatever DS relevant again is software. I mean, but I think the only software that really can like overtake like Switch sales is going to be Pokemon. But
Pokemon, right? They'd have to bring it right back.
Pokemon's going to like.
wants the software on it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're gonna continue to support it in like small ways. Like we've seen like the Mario and Luigi remakes and stuff like that. But it's just gonna be like small.
Story.
It's just small revenue that they get. So they really, honestly, they say it's not dead yet, but it really is. They're just getting yeah, they're just getting a little bit of money from it.
Yep.
Yeah. There is
They are focused on Switch from now on.
I mean, it's
definitely
crazy.
guarantee
Every time you look at the media grade chart, they're still selling like almost 20,000 a week in Japan.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand why they haven't yet, but the time is coming. It's soon.
Yeah. So yeah, Star Fox Racing, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu. Jesus Christ. E3 season is in full swing. Guys, you can't run from the rumors. You can't run from the leaks. They're out there. They're on Twitter. They're on YouTube. Everyone is going to report on them. You're going to see a logo. So
if I can play these demos at E3, it'll be a fucking amazing.
Gadgy, you're going to E3, man.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Nice, man.
First time in America.
Ooh,
Nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
it's gonna be awesome.
did you register for your Smash Bros yet?
I'm automatically registered because I got my tickets like super early.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You get an automatic email for entering E3.
You lucky little guy.
Mm.
I think that's kind of my one of my like far-fetched goals. Pokemon pun intended on that one. That's one of my far-fetched goals for
You're an ass, Pat.
for next year. I would love to go to E3, man. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Nintendo, send me.
I mean, how far are you from it?
I am across the country.
Same. Same.
Oh yeah, same.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm in Philly, so it's not gonna happen.
oh
In New
yeah.
York.
And
See,
so, no.
But I don't know, guys. Let me know if you want me to stream E3. I'm thinking about it. I'm
No.
taking the weekend up. No. All right, so it's a no. Sweet. But I am taking that weekend off, so I'll be doing some coverage. Dave, if you want to come over, man, have a couple martinis. You know, I'm the little spoon. So anyway. But thank you so much, guys, on the on-air chat for coming in.
Thanks for having me. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude, we gotta do this more. Thank you, people in the chat.
Tell me you're
E3.
done.
Dude, what?
He's had enough of us.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have anything to add on Pokemon or Star Fox? Like, these are
E3 leagues.
E3
I
leaks.
have one thing to add on.
Are there any other E3 leaks?
I know we can still talk about it.
Yeah.
God, he's like, please stay. But if you guys,
E3, I'm so hyped for it.
yeah, dude, let's talk about E3. Before we go even deeper, I guess we're gonna stream all night, guys. If you want to join in the conversation,
Red pill. Take the red pill. Let's go deeper.
take the red
yeah.
pill. Discord
Down
link.
the rabbit hole.
Discord link is in the description. People are tweeting at me. I hope something just didn't break. E3 leaks. Do you guys give me some E3 predictions? Which reminds me of a thing that I have to announce at the end of this stream. So guys, stay in this stream because I'm gonna announce some big news on this channel. So
Yeah. Actually, I gotta go.
okay,
And I already know the news.
all right,
already
James.
know the news.
Longer. I'm gonna go.
He knows the
Yeah.
news. Jimmy's. I'll see you.
Yeah, I
later.
already fucking know. So peace.
Fuck out of here. All right. So what's up,
And
Gadget?
you yell at me.
Talk to me, Gadget. Talk.
Alright, so Nintendo mentioned that they're only going to be talking about 2018 games.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you guys actually think they're going to announce some 2019 games?
Yes. They always say that, and they don't,
Yeah.
and they still do it. I hope so.
Did they say that last year?
Yeah, I think they did say it last year, and we still got just announcements for Metroid. And,
I think the key word that they always use is focus on 2018
Upcoming
games. Yeah. I think that they kind of do something similar to last year where it's a big like Metroid like logo or something, and I feel like they need to do that. That's not very like Nintendo, but I feel like they need to create even more hype for like some of their future projects. So maybe it's like something different. Like we've heard a lot about Pikmin, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's in there.
Yeah.
A Mario Party game, possibly. Like I can see something.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
I still cross my fingers for online Mario Party.
Oh
I
my
cross
god.
fingers.
Yeah,
That
as
would
long
be
as we
the
can all
best.
individually go around the board instead of being all in a
You'll
car.
actually get an online
together.
one?
I would
Yeah.
love to play Mario Party with friends from America. Like, it
Yeah.
just sometimes you want to play Mario Party, but you don't want to play it alone. But at the same time, you just there's no one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's always two really bad computer players, and then there's that really good computer player you're always trying to beat when you're playing by yourself.
I'm seeing Fallout 3 on here. What the hell?
What's up?
Yeah, I don't know about Fallout 3. That sounds. I don't know. I mean, it could be true, but
Why is it called Anniversary?
Is it the anniversary? I don't know.
It says Fallout 3 Anniversary.
What,
Dude,
like the 6-year anniversary? That's a weird. How long has it been? Not 10 years.
I think that Bethesda, if anyone's gonna bring over like some of their games, like Bethesda has Nintendo's back, like Skyrim,
they've been awesome.
Wolfenstein, like Doom. I definitely think even like Rage 2, like that game looks
That
great.
looks so cool.
If it's
man.
a shooter, give me motion controls and I'll get it on the Switch.
Exactly. Doom handled that right. It's like,
Oh, can I just mention? You just reminded me about shooters. I was going to say with even though Fortnite is the big meme to like knock on right now,
Yep.
I've never owned another console but a Nintendo console, and I kind of really I really enjoyed playing Black Ops 2 when it came out on the Wii U, just because it was like the first time I actually got to play a real shooter.
Yep.
Because Nintendo just doesn't do it. I want to play Fortnite. I don't care how people look down on it these days and all. I want to play it. It looks fun.
dude,
I really think they can do it.
Fortnite
It's
is
actually a
addiction.
Can't play
well-designed
Fortnite.
No, I
It's
just
not
like
like it's
play
just shitty
Fortnite.
one.
It's not even funny.
Yeah,
PUBG
I
is
think,
just pre-bought assets, like modified.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that would go really well with the online service launching. I think that would definitely be a top quality game right there with Smash to like promote it. You know?
Oh yeah. I mean, the fact that people can play Fortnite on a phone but not Switch,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah,
like a
man.
I don't
sin
know
to
how
me.
you can do that.
But we also have what's it called? Crazy Justice comes out in June, and
Yeah.
that's gotten a lot better looking.
Crazy Justice is coming in June. They released a video today where they're all like parachuting in and like picking up items. It still looks like very, very like pre-beta. Like it looks
I know.
kind of
yeah.
choppy and things like that. But I feel like that game needs to come out because if Fortnite comes out, like there's no one gonna be playing that. So.
Who's that developer? Black Riddle? Is that their name? Black Riddle? or something?
Yeah, Brack.
Yeah.
I said Brack. Black Riddle
Black
Studio.
Riddle.
But that game looks cool. That's one I'm pumped about. That comes out
Yeah.
in June.
If Fortnite doesn't come out, fine, I'll get that. That's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
because the only shooter we have right now is Splatoon, and 300 hours into it, I can't do it anymore. I need something else.
I'm like just getting back into Splatoon, and I played last night, and I was like, God damn, this is the greatest game ever. It's so good. It's
it's
so
great.
good.
Played and you didn't tell me.
I did. I'm sorry.
Disappointed.
Pat, what are you doing, Pat?
Disappointed.
I'm probably gonna play after this stream, to be completely honest. So anyone that wants to hop on, like, yeah.
I can't. It's already almost half past 1 a.m.
No, it's not. It's only 7:30. What are you talking
I
about?
live in
I
Switzerland.
know, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I got work at 6.
Jeez, loyal right
Oh
there.
God,
play, like-
it's like 5 hours away.
I needed to state my anger.
What's up, Dave?
Nothing.
Oh. Nothing. I like that.
Nothing at all.
Oh,
Gadget.
dude already yelled at me, so.
Oh, dude yelled at you. Gadget, you have any more like predictions about Pokemon at all? Like, do you think this is just? I feel like Pokemon's the most interesting like league right now. It's a big league.
With Pokemon, I think this is the only thing happening with Pokemon this year. Really.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hmm.
I can't really. I've already said what I've had to say about Pokemon.
Yeah.
I have a little more of an in-depth discussion just to plug here. I have a video
Oh, yeah.
about it.
Yeah, dude. Check out Gadget. Like, say something in the chat. They could just click on your like name or whatever. So from the screenshot with like the Lapras and the Eevee and things like that. Like that style is like that art
Are you
style is
talking
fine
about-
with me.
Are you talking about the one, the image that looked almost just like Sun and Moon, kind of, or has there been a new one?
No, that's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I hyped myself up too much to be like, oh my God, we're getting Pokemon Breath of the Wild, and I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I really hyped myself up too much.
Okay, yeah, you just triggered something in me. I gotta go off right now because I feel like everyone sees Breath of the Wild and they're like, oh my God, you revived like the Zelda series. Pokemon doesn't need that kind of revival.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you're right.
It
That's
is.
obscene.
Yeah. I think it's a great franchise as is. I don't agree with the fact of dumbing it down though. Like Pokemon Go was appealing to people because let's face it was free. Like Pokemon needs to stay like a hardcore turn-based RPG style. I would hate for it to be like click on Pokeball, catch Pokemon. Like that's not what it's about.
Not at all, man.
As long as
honestly,
Game Freak's involved, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm just too much of a casual to honestly get a casual when it comes to Pokemon, because I haven't been hyped for a Pokemon game for a long time until this game. So, like I don't really have too much of a right to say what I want, because I haven't been in the meta and all that in the last 10 years or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting to talk about. Pokemon. What's up?
I go hard on the meta when the new games release, like for like I don't know, a few months, and then I sort of die off from it.
This is Moose.
I mean, Game Freak do a good job of making Pokemon casual and hardcore at the same time for both fans, new fans, revisiting fans, and everything.
Yeah, I will say with Kanto, because at first I thought the same thing. I said I don't want to go backwards. Let's go forward. Let's have new stuff. But if Nintendo and Game Freak are really trying to push this, what do they want to sell? Like 30 million consoles this year, or 20 million? Then hitting on that same nostalgia button, like you said with Pokemon Go, of everybody that they're aiming, the audience they're aiming for right now are 20 to 30.
Yeah.
And the people that everybody in that age was pretty much around when Red and Blue came out, and Yellow, and if they can get people to say, people that don't even play games that much anymore, if it, it'll be trending on Facebook, and they'll see, oh my God, they're remaking, Pokemon Yellow. That will get people to buy it. People that don't play games.
Yeah.
So it's smart.
I mean, they could literally make Pokemon Trash Can Edition and people would buy it. Like I want Pokemon on my Switch.
First in line for Pokemon Trash Can. Let's face it.
Midnight Break versions, special edition.
Oh man, Sparvy, thank you for coming out, man. Turbo GFX, ew, cats. Like, what? Why are you here? What are you talking about? Cats are life. So an interesting point in the chat, because yes, I am looking at the chat, people. Retsy, I don't know, Lopez says, I know it's off topic, but is the Switch lacking third-party support after that Call of Duty live stream? I'm not going to go too much into Call of Duty, but in terms of E3, to kind of stay on topic, what third-party games, I guess besides Fortnite, would you guys be seeing here?
Oh, I mean, I was thinking about Fallout, but I didn't expect 3, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What is even coming out this year?
Well,
Nothing.
I would say Madden is probably going to be in this year.
Yeah.
NBA is probably going to be
NBA,
in.
FIFA,
Yeah, all the sports games. But in terms of shooters, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like Fortnite is like our last hope right here.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that this is the year that everybody sees that Nintendo right now is on a roll. They're going to want to make their money. There's got to be third-party games that are going to come that we just can't even think of right now.
Yeah.
But as of right now,
Call of Duty still as popular as it was a few years ago?
No,
not at all. They just got rid of their
Like,
story mode. So
it almost feels like they're desperate because they announced that Battle Royale mode and no campaign because it's just, lazy.
yeah.
No campaign.
Oh, by the way,
What's up?
they pretty soon. Do you remember that leak about, not a leak, but the announcement that Splatoon was going to have an announcement to shock the world?
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about that's coming up pretty soon? And what do you think it could be?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Splatoon Battle Royale.
When was that?
This was like a week or two ago that this was said. I forget what day that they said to expect the announcement. It's coming up before E3. I know that.
Yeah, they say it's gonna like change the world or something.
Shock the world.
Shock the world.
9th June, July 9th. It was something with 9.
Yeah.
To the
June
people
9th, yeah.
to the people that are saying Battle Royale Splatoon, I hate to disappoint you guys, but that is a Western thing right now, and I don't think that Nintendo.
What defines a Battle Royale anyway?
I guess dropping a bunch of squids.
People trying to
into
kill
it.
each
Is it random weapons and that? And
I think it's the
that
idea
what it
of
is?
like
Yeah,
no
it could
respawn,
work.
survive, and things like that.
But Nintendo wouldn't just do it bare, but they would make
No.
they would put their little Nintendo twist on it. But I don't know if that's what it's going to be. I don't think so.
Oh, it's last man standing, isn't it? That's what it is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god, 100 squids fall from the sky would be.
I mean,
I prefer that mode than any other shooter mode, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Now,
it'd be cool, but like Nintendo does not stay up with trends like very well. Like that'd be something they announce in like 10 years, like introducing Battle Royale. Like it wouldn't.
Does Japan want that? You know, because I mean, Japan is the one that's really driving the sales of Splatoon right now.
Yeah.
Do they want Battle Royale? I don't think so.
My first thought was not even like game based. Like I really do think that this is going to be something like an anime or like a show or like some. But
I'd be down.
But on the other hand, the last time they announced like anime type of thing, it was basically the comic just slightly animated with voice acting.
Right. And is that going to shock the world?
They market that as anime.
Yeah, that's true, because like the keyword there is shock the world, but the thing is, the rumor came up, the rumor was shot down, and then came up back again. So I think there's mistranslation in there. Maybe someone was talking about the Octoling thing. Like I don't know what this is going to be about. What's up?
The first time they talked about it, people assumed it was about Splatoon 1.
Yep.
Oh.
But Nintendo shut that down. Like
not going to shock the world.
No.
Yeah, it was like that's not it, because people assumed that something would have happened to Splatoon 1, like to that point. I mean, what could it? There's so many possibilities what it could have been.
Yeah.
But they said it has nothing to do with Splatoon 1, so Splatoon 1 is not a part of that. I assume a lot that it had to do something with the Octa expansion. Like,
yeah.
Most likely. Maybe it's like.
It's gonna be Splatoon 3DS.
Whoa.
Oh my god. No.
Okay, I'll take my lead.
Don't give him any ideas, man. Miles in the chat said, I think a new mode like hide and seek in Splatoon 2. But then again, like shocks the world. Like that doesn't, to me, that's not like, that's not like, oh my god, like did you hear about hide and seek? Like,
did Clan Blitz shock the world? You know, so I don't think it could just be a new mode like that.
Yeah.
But if they did announce Splatoon Battle Royale, that would at least shock our world.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea.
When did this channel come into existence? This has been, we're just celebrated a year anniversary.
Many moons ago, my son.
Yeah, it's about that, right?
Only a few.
Me and Gadji, like, I remember starting with you, man, and it was crazy.
Was it only a year ago?
Really?
1 year ago, man.
It was over a year, actually.
Well, yeah, a little over a year. I think I started last...
Before the Switch came out, right?
No, it was right around the time Zelda came out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So around that time, that's when I...
Next.
To California, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like a few months before I went to California. The thing that I was thinking of, and this is kind of a little prediction of mine, something that would shock the world, I think this would shock the world, would be voice chat. What if they came out with a Pro controller that had a like headset port on the bottom? That would shock the world. I feel like that would shock the world.
But
how sad that we have to get hype over voice chat as Nintendo fans. Voice chat.
But then no.
I don't think anyone uses like console voice chat anymore.
No. Also, no one even uses the voice chat that you get from the app. You know, the online thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can already do the voice chat if you wanted to, but let's face it, the most people that play Splatoon talk over Discord anyway.
Yeah.
Right, or Skype or something.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know, man. The fact that they didn't like shoot down the app makes me think that they're still gonna try and push it some way. So that's the only reason why I said that. So
yeah,
I don't know.
I kind of hope that I hope that they like. It's fine if they keep the phone app, but if they brought it as an app onto the Switch itself as well, that would be great. That would make a lot of people happy.
Yeah. Maybe a Splatoon themed Switch with like 64 gigs. How about that? I don't know.
You know what? If we keep talking about this, we're gonna drive ourselves nuts. It's like, I can't think of anything with it.
I'm a diehard Splatoon fan. Like, you know, that Splatoon is basically my life now. But
She's just
I
accepted
really-
it.
I accepted my fate. I was
a
so
crazy
bummed
game.
about not being able to go to the concert. I was so bummed out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the concert was like 4 hours away from my place. I couldn't go. I was
It's
so
about the
pissed.
hologram concert.
Exactly. I would have gone, but I couldn't because I had to work.
Oh, Tupac was there. I heard. Hologram Tupac. Come on.
I got.
Hologram Tupac.
All right, that didn't work out too.
Dave, what's up, man?
Above mine, man. About Fallout 3.
Fallout 3? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Fallout 3 would be in the Switch, but no Animal Crossing, according to the leak. Okay, so there's, I guess, another rumor leak thing. Fallout 3 will be in the Switch, but no Animal Crossing, according to the leak. Is that all that NeoGAF thing says? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I'm a big Animal Crossing fan, but I feel for the big fans for that game.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm dying for it. I really am.
Same.
Yeah. Fallout
Plus,
3, that's kind of weird. That's a weird game to bring over.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds really. What was this source? NeoGAF, you said?
Yeah, I think it was NeoGAF.
And NeoGAF.
Anybody respectable or just NeoGAF itself?
I think NeoGAF is enough of a title.
That's like when I hear 4chan, I'm like, okay, some troll or.
Yeah.
Can we get anyone else?
Turbo GFX in the chat says Pikmin World. Gadgy, how likely do you think a Pikmin game's coming?
I don't know about this year, but because I mean, I think Nintendo seems pretty packed with games already at this point. I think they can wait for Pikmin announcements and Animal Crossing. As much as I want Animal Crossing, probably one of the most games I want.
Yep.
Probably isn't going to get announced this year. Most likely next year.
The thing I see is every time you get your hopes up for something in specific, like it was an Animal Crossing or anything else, you mostly give your hopes up. Like you have your hopes up, and then Nintendo just makes something small, like an Animal Crossing. Like he makes the app, and then you're just more and more like accepting it's not gonna happen. So
right,
it's just,
like
it's not
you
gonna
prefer
happen.
they just shut their mouths. Period.
Yeah, man.
That's
so
true.
so many years I got hyped for it, and it just never came. We got Amiibo Festival, and we got Happy Home Designer. Oh, Happy Home Designer 2, everybody!
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, Pikmin Animal Crossing is gonna happen at some point. I know.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
It
gonna come over.
has to.
Please, Nintendo. I know you're watching. I see you, Reggie.
Yep, Reggie,
Don't put Pikmin 3. We don't want Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Keep it on the Wii U. We want the next Pikmin game. Please.
That laugh was
Pat,
amazing.
Oh no.
Pat, Nintendo would be like, I gotcha. Pikmin Deluxe. Get it.
I got
Get it,
you.
bro.
Pikmin Amiibo Festival. I got you, Pat.
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
what you don't understand is Pikmin 4 already came out. You know that.
Oh, don't even say it. Hey, Pikmin is not. Oh man.
God.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, so another like little thing is the title of E3. I think this is kind of big news. I don't know. But the name of the E3 presentation, they gave it a name, and it's going to be they're considering it a Nintendo Direct. So in past years, it's been a digital event or a spotlight. So I don't know, man. A Direct makes me think that they're going to show. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. They're gonna tell them. Kind of Direct feels like more software based.
Yeah, I liked Spotlight because it was so rapid fire that we got so much within that 20 minutes or whatever. Direct makes me feel like it's going to be longer explanations, and I don't know. Maybe they know that everybody still calls them that anyway.
I mean, they have a lot of Smash things to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might take up 10 minutes of the Direct.
Oh yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine with me. I don't care.
And then at the end, they're gonna have one announcement of a character. Who's it gonna be?
Etika.
For wait, a Smash character reveal?
Yeah, or at the end of the presentation.
Mewtwo. No, it's gonna be Ice Climbers, and then everybody's gonna cheer.
I feel
I
like
like them.
Everyone will cheer, but no one will play as them.
That's like not hype enough.
I like
Need
Ice
someone like
Climbers.
Cloud.
I don't
me
think
I used to play them too.
I like Ice Climbers. I just don't feel like Ice Climbers is like end of a presentation big. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But
Goku. No, I'm just.
Oh, here you got some
I
I
frozen
don't want
shit.
Goku. I don't want Goku. This is. I mean, yes, we have Cloud. We have
I'd rather Goku than
Ryu.
Ryu.
Yeah, it's just that you don't want it to start becoming too much of an everybody smash. It's still supposed to be a celebration of Nintendo. I know that there's been Dragon Ball games on Nintendo.
that is a good point because there is rumors, or at least people are speculating, that both Spyro and Crash Bandicoot are going to be in Smash. Stop right there. Those are not like legendary tier characters. I feel like I'm okay with Spyro. I mean, I'm okay with Sonic. I'm okay with Mega Man. I'm okay with like even Pac-Man. But like Spyro and Crash, like I don't feel like they're top tier.
No.
Wow, no, I'll be so hyped for that.
You'd be so hyped for Crash?
Crash is like my favorite PlayStation franchise.
It's not a PlayStation franchise, damn it.
He was.
Actually, Crash has been on.
He's on the
I
GameCube.
believe just as many Nintendo systems as PlayStation systems. There was like a ton of them on. Damn. Yeah, you said GameCube. What else was there? There was like a couple on the DS.
I think a couple Game Boy
Yeah, but
games.
the best games are on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt.
Turbo Jesse says Crash versus Sonic versus Mario. Jesus Christ.
Oh boy.
Oh man. I think that
Make
would
it
be fun.
another Olympic game.
The original console wars.
I kind of like the console wars. Like, keep them
Yeah, me
off.
too.
Like, what are we gonna get? Master Chief in fucking Smash?
Oh
Like,
god. See, that's what I'm scared of. Like, I love Goku. I love Dragon Ball, but I don't want him in Smash.
I don't know how Master Chief would work.
terribly.
What
But
is
I
it,
don't
do,
know.
Shoot.
Yeah, right.
Microsoft can't give away their only IP. What are you talking about? They can't have their only IP character.
Oh, I guess he has a lot of weapons. He's got like the hammer and stuff. Yeah.
I'm rooting more so for Banjo than fucking Crash.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. I'll tell you who I want. And,
I'll accept that.
most people have no idea who this person is, but
What's up?
well, you guys will. Mystical Ninja. You remember Mystical Ninja? Gomon would be so. Did you ever play Gomon's Great Adventure for the N64?
No.
Okay, you have to check it out. It's almost like Mario 64. It was like this awesome big 3D environment, and I think he has an awesome moves. Okay, you know what?
I like
I'm
it,
just
man.
nerding out right now.
I would like to see Bomberman over those two. Like Bomberman has been like true Nintendo, like through and through. Super Bomberman R, it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I wouldn't say it's a great game, but it's a fun game.
Hold on, my last person. I want Rex from Xenoblade. That would be awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Pyra, Mithra, maybe like Pyra as a character, and she could change into Mithra. That'd be really cool too.
Yeah. I will say this though. I think that Nintendo, like me and Dave talked about this in our Pokemon video when we were talking about Smash, but like each Smash has added like significantly more characters. Like the first Smash was what, like 12, and then this recent one was like 50 something. I think like with the little teaser that they gave us.
52.
Yeah, like that's nuts.
So it was more, yeah.
I like having a lot of characters and it's good variety, but I almost feel like I think Nintendo's going to go back and kind of upgrade these characters a little bit. We've seen Breath of the Wild Link, maybe, but it's kind of weird because we've seen Breath of the Wild Link, but we didn't see like Splatoon 2 Inklings, and we didn't see like Odyssey Mario. So it's kind of like it's kind of tough to decide what they're going to do. But do you guys think that this is going to be a bigger character roster or smaller?
No, I think it'll be smaller. I think that might be the biggest. Sakurai was worked to the bone. Was just trying to figure out all the perfections of each character. I think it was too much for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It becomes, where does it stop,
They can get rid of things like Dr. Mario.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Me and Dave were talking about like Jigglypuff. See ya, man. It's been real.
I did.
Oh no, Jigglypuff's super traditional.
Yeah, that is true. He's been in the first
Hungry Box would be angry.
I know, and there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters. I love Fire Emblem, but there's a lot. I don't know if you need that many. Yeah, it's very over featured. I don't know.
The thing is, from some characters you think, oh, there's too much, but on the other hand, you say, oh, from those we have a lot, but I wouldn't mind more. For me, it's like, we do have a lot of Zelda characters, but I wouldn't mind having like Mifa or something.
Right. I think there should be more Zelda characters in Fire Emblem, but it hasn't been that way.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's just my opinion. It doesn't. I don't know.
No, man, I agree. Like, there's a lot of Fire Emblem characters. In terms of Pokemon, I feel like they could maybe update a few of them. Like Greninja, I know was a really popular character, but I almost see him getting upgraded to like me and Dave were talking about, like Decidueye, like something just like.
Oh, that'd be cool with the arrows. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, like
I want to see Mewtwo back. I really do.
Oh
yeah, no,
but maybe not as DLC.
No,
though.
He's DLC.
He's missing.
He's
in
DLC.
Retzi in the chat says, "What about Rayman?"
Oh,
Rayman's irrelevant.
I'd be down with it. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah,
not
Rayman
really.
Cool. Yeah.
No.
I feel like Rayman makes good games, but Rayman as a character is just kind of like, eh.
He's boring. Yeah, he's very boring. I agree.
It doesn't sell as much as Assassin's Creed.
He doesn't even have elbows.
Where are your elbows at, bro?
Where are your elbows at, brother?
Yeah.
But then on the other hand,
Pat's doing, so I'm just listening.
What's up?
Talking about video games.
Oh.
on the other hand, they managed to put Animal Crossing characters into Smash.
Oh my god! Tom Nook throws money at me.
I mean,
Villager.
Animal Crossing has nothing to do with fighting. You literally, the only thing fighting you do in Animal Crossing is when you really don't want someone to live in your village, so you slap them. But
you know what?
There's nothing else, and they still managed to put them in.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah,
I'm amazed that they got Olimar. Like, that's one thing about Smash that makes it so much more unique than any other fighting system. Is look at what they've done with, like, usually when you play a fighting game, everybody's kind of the same. But in this game, you have the villager who has a completely different moveset. You have Olimar throwing Pikmin. The Ice Climbers were insane with controlling two at once. So that's what makes Smash cool, is just the excitement of what they could do. They could do anything, and they can make it work.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you have things like Bowser and Olimar who, like, you know, they can like adjust the sizes so they work. So like pretty much anything is up in the air for Smash. Retzi in the chat says he mentioned a rabbit. I would not like that.
No,
a rabbit.
No.
Oh, Bokoblin. I want a Bokoblin now.
That'd be dope. Yeah, I would like that.
Oh, wait a minute. The champions. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're talking about Mifa.
Like Mifa.
Yeah. I'm looking at my what's the name?
Rivali would be dope.
Yeah, I'm looking at my amiibos right now and saying, wow, that would be amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, Smash is going to be interesting. I think that a lot of people are saying like, oh, I hope Smash doesn't take up a big part of the presentation. It's going to take a big part of the presentation. That's going to be like, I think at least like 5 to 8 minutes, like minimum.
Yeah.
I think Smash is just gonna be the pickup of the year. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah,
once it's there, this is gonna be the game.
Yeah.
The one.
I mean, like all their projections of, you know, how much we want, like, what is it, like 20 million or 30 million Switches to sell. There's 2 games that sells consoles, and that's Pokemon and Smash Bros. And it's just like, those are 2 giant ones. So.
Yeah, I guess you could have, because Smash is coming. What are they saying? September? Or,
I don't even know if there's a date yet.
There's not a date. Okay, it was just a rumor. Yeah, but I mean, that would be cool if like late summer, and then you have Pokemon as a holiday title. That would be insane,
dude. Be nuts. Let's see. Miles says
Pat's
Smash.
Until Pokemon drops. Pat's holding out until Pokemon drops before he buys my Switch for me.
I know, dude. Like, you're busy as it is. Miles says Smash Switch for Game of the Year. I don't ever remember a year that Smash was in the conversation for Game of the Year. I don't think that's kind of their niche. It's gonna be a fun game.
To win.
Yeah. But yeah, Smash is gonna be giant. Like, that's gonna overtake everything. And for the people saying like, oh, I don't mind spending $60 on Smash. Smash is not going to be $60 when it's all said and done. Like, the Wii U game itself was like $120, $140 if you wanted all the content. this game is going to be pretty expensive.
I think they'll do the same thing that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 did with the $30 season pass type thing.
I hope they do.
You know? Yeah, that'd be fine with me. I'll put 90 out, whatever.
Yeah.
I only bought Cloud. Cloud was the only thing I bought.
By the way, Game of the Year is probably going to be God of War.
Yeah.
Most
likely.
for anybody asking.
Yeah, most likely. But you'll have the Fortnite crowd being like, come on.
Oh, God. Yeah, just like they wanted PUBG to beat Legend of Zelda.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
That hasn't aged well.
No.
That hasn't aged well. Any other stuff you want to talk about, guys? This was more supposed to be about like leaks and stuff, but like
we went off on the tangents.
In terms of that big list that I was reading out before, I don't really see any that look reputable.
Go actually, because it's 2 a.m. I should go to bed.
Yeah,
we're gonna wrap up here soon. I think that's gonna be it. Thank you, Gadget. See you, Crash.
Bye. Nice talking to you,
Crash.
Smash has to beat Red Dead 2, and it won't because of how good it is. Punch Out leak, Miles. No, Punch Out. That's not a thing. But thank you guys so much for coming out. This was NintenTalk Radio. You guys, if you want to be in future NintenTalk radios, you can always join the Discord, and we can chat on there. More videos coming soon, and this is my announcement, guys. I will post this on Twitter. Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to have a big E3 prediction show. Ton of people are coming out. It's going to be the first Planet Nintendo live stream. Me, Joe, Bobby, the Nintendo Guru. Yes, I know we were talking about him before. And we have a lot of bigger guests that I'm in talks with. So it's going to be very exciting. I hope to see you guys there. That's Tuesday at 8. So that'll be this week's or next week's Planet Nintendo podcast episode. Thank you guys for coming out. And I will see y'all later. E3 hype. Keep it coming.